Hey y'all, welcome back to Cliffside Bay, the city of conversion. No longer the city of unlocks. I gotta stop calling it that. There we go. We are overlooking this beautiful little neighborhood here. I really do like this neighborhood. I don't know, this view looks pretty cool. Especially when you zoom out and you know where it is, on top of a hill. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's what we got done last week. So that's looking pretty sweet. I like that. There we go. Now what I've done is I've released a short little video to explain what we're going to be doing with my proposed downtown, which is all this area here. You don't have to watch the video. It's not that necessary. It's going to be, I don't know, about 17 minutes of your life you'll never get back, that kind of thing. I'm not very good at promoting myself on YouTube, am I? I want to keep it that way. So for the two people that go off to watch that video, let's get on, I guess. So yeah, we're going to do a lot of ripping out. So now I want to keep this street here and this street here, and then maybe this street here or this one here. So yeah, and we definitely want to move this forestry industry all the way over here somewhere. I'm thinking we put it up here. That's what I'm thinking. And maybe the farming district. I'll see how that goes. But first of all, let's move this forestry district over there. So let's get the measurements of this little area here. So if I was going for the bigger picture, we could probably go from this road here to maybe, let's go, yeah, about here to here. That would be, that's coming up as 2040. Okay, 2040. And then what if I go here to here? 1040 by 2040. Okay, let's find somewhere over here to place that. 2040 by 1040. 1040, that is kind of fitting in just about there, so that's okay. Then 2040. So we can just about get that fitting in there, so that's kind of interesting. There we go, so we just about managed to slip that in without destroying too much, so that's okay. So we got that, and then we can have a road running up this huge traffic circle here. It's a little bit overly huge for what we've got going on here, but yeah, I think we're okay with that. So am I happy with this angle? I think we're gonna have to be happy with this angle. Okay, so we got that, so let's carry on with the measurements. Okay, so moving back over here, let's see what we got going down. So cutting in from the main outer roads, which is 120, I think. It is 120. Oh, it's 160. Okay, well, how about here? This looks like 120. That's 120. Okay. So we got this kind of set up here. Let me look on my zoning. Okay, that's interesting. So not all of these are zoned. We got these two warehouses here, which are 4x4s. We got a few little blocks of zoning here and here. So yeah, okay. Let's see if we can do a similar thing over there. So I'm proposing we have this as a major road that goes over here. Or under here. I don't know. This traffic circle looks a little bit too big. I might make that smaller. See how that goes. But yeah, we're going to have this as the kind of main entrance. So let's put a road here somewhere. Then let's go 120 each way. So that's one, should leave you one zoning tile from what I know. Okay, yeah, that's looking okay. Perfect. Okay, let's get rid of that road there. And that road there. Let's bring this road all the way through the middle. Like that. Okay, that's working out all right. Okay, that's kind of interesting. We got a bit of a gap here, but I don't mind that. Delete this road here. Gonna delete this road here. Okay, so what we want to do is have a kind of an in and out system. That's what I'm thinking. So let's do a little bit of a change up on these roads. Oh, there you go. That's my setup for that. So yeah, let's make sure they got water. Water is absolutely fine. Power is kind of, power is missing at the moment, but hopefully that'll jump over from here. So yeah, let's carry on, I guess. So what I want to do is do a similar kind of layout as what we got down here. Okay, so it looks like that. I'm just refreshing my memory. So let's see if we can do that. See if I can remember how I did it. So as you can see, there's just a little bit of change, but it keeps it exciting for me. So let's carry on, I guess. So let's go for a strip of trees. There you go, that looks good. What I could do is maybe space it out by putting paths in here. I'm going to take off my snapping points. There we go. That should help out a lot easier, actually. Like that. There we go. And then put that one just there like that. Perfect. And to make it even more perfect, I'm going to change it into the path that I originally wanted. So there you go. So it looks like that. So that's pretty cool. So I'm thinking we do another set of trees here. So I'm thinking let's divide up some little areas with paths, because that might make it look a little bit more authentic, I guess. Not too sure. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So let's do a little zoning. So we're going to fill all this area in like that. I've got the game paused, and then we're going to go all the way around here like that. And then maybe all this area here like that, and the rest will be trees. So yeah, let's actually make this into is it a forestry department? It is. Okay, so all this is forestry, so that's good to know. So let's expand that a little like that. There we go. Perfect. And let's make sure that it's actually forestry. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna let it play and see if any of the buildings move in. And then let's carry on. So what I want to do is have those two warehouses kind of here. And there's a 4x4 there, and then this is going to be a 4x4 just here. I can see an ideal place to put a path here, so let's do that. And then one little path right here. This is going to cut in just like that. Going to be absolutely unusual. So there you go. That's my forestry area. So what we're going to do now is see if we can get a major road connecting into this overly large traffic circle. So yeah, let's do that right now. There we go. That's my crazy connection. Let's get rid of this road here. There we go. So as you can see, got a little piece of elevated train track going over the street that feeds into the forestry industry. So that should be okay. Trains are running up and down again. That's perfect. Lots of trains. There's a lot of trains. Wow. So there we go. We got the main connection going into the forestry. It leads all the way around here. Runs underneath this elevated train track, as you can see there. A little piece of detailing will make that look absolutely fancy and pretty. There, I think that's worked out okay. I like that. There you go. So yeah, let's carry on. So what I want to do next is to connect it into this street here, because I think that might be a really good idea. So let's do that right now. I'll go with this one here with the trees. There we go. Kind of happy with that. Yeah, connectivity is the key, I guess. So let me see. I seem to be having some power problems. Here they are. Let's temporarily give them some power. There we go. They got power. That's perfect. And already you can see we got trucks using this. So that's pretty cool. Where are you going, buddy? Have a look on here. Ore truck. Okay. Ore truck. Where are you going? You're going importing ore products to zinc productions. Okay. Perfect. Let me see where that is. That is no idea. Somewhere down here, I think. Oh, there we go. That's pretty cool. So we got ore. We got an ore industry here and an ore industry here. So they're kind of transferring products from one ore industry to the next. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm gonna follow him along just to watch his journey. So let's do that right now. we go. That was quite the eventful journey, wasn't it? You can see how ridiculous some of these streets are, especially around here. It's kind of cool. I didn't know I had a stoplight up here somewhere, so let me have a check on that. So that's one of the good things about following a car's journey. You get to see if there's a stoplight there or not. I can't remember where the truck went. And while I'm looking for rogue stoplights, I just spotted these, so let's fix these. Okay. Burn down building, burn down building, burn down building. Perfect. Great. So we got that fixed, so that's pretty cool. It's great to know. Oh, I got no power. Okay, let me set up the power again. So let's give them some more temporary power. That's okay, and as you can see, we got some buildings going in, so that's kind of interesting. Not the buildings I wanted, but yeah, okay. Definitely gonna have to sort something out with that. Yeah, I don't want any sheds here. Or do I? I don't know. Perhaps I'm okay with that being like that. Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll carry on. What I'll do is I'll delete this one here. And perhaps have this as a setup like that. See what happens there. We'll keep this shed as it's kind of unique looking, and we'll keep this. We've already got one of these buildings, so we're going to delete this. See if I can get some trees growing in there or not. I'm not too sure. So I'm thinking maybe we put a building here just to help the power connect. So yeah, what can we put here? Maybe another fire depot. This one will sit in okay. That's perfect. There we go. Power has jumped. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So yeah, what we're going to do, I'm going to fast track finishing off this forestry zone. So let's get on with it right now. So there you go. Finally got my new forestry up and running. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Let's go into this view right here. There we go. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like that. Got a little bit more kind of buildings in this one than we did in the last one. Makes it look like a proper industry. There we go. Normally they have these tree plantations that go on for hectares and hectares, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's a kind of small living space because it's a small map. Got this one odd little building here, so I'm kind of pleased with that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that. There we go, a little pan across there. Beautiful. Tried to give them a lot of different variety of trees. There you go. I also kind of like over here where it looks like they've been cutting away at these planted little young trees here. Pretty cool. So there you go. I think we're done on that. So that means we get to delete this one right here. So let's do that right now. Okay, there we go. It's it's a little bit sad that I got rid of that because that forestry industry has been with me since almost the beginning of the series. So a bit of a shame. Now I'm leaving everybody on a sad note. Let's see if we can sort this out. So yeah, I want a... And if you remember looking at that picture, what I want is this to be kind of industrial cargo loop. I'm going the way around here. Maybe a more direct route going to here. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. I want to keep these offices here, and I like this area. Maybe I can put a road here. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, Yeah, we could try that. Okay, we're going to go for medium road. With a jumpy game. And can I fit it in just about here? I can. Okay. And there. Okay, perfect. And then somehow get it to hook into there. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Let's see if I can do a bit of sloping. Okay, that should work out. So let's put this road in. There you go. So we're keeping a little piece of the original design, because I kind of like that. And we're also fulfilling my brief of having a major road going all the way through here. So that's pretty cool. Put some offices there. So might just do a little bit of destruction here, but let's see how it goes. I'm thinking maybe we can have this major road hooking up to this one here. Or put another little traffic circle here. I'm not too sure. Gotta have a think about that. So yeah, let's carry on this road. If I forget what I'm doing. There we go. So we got that set up. So that's pretty cool. So I'm okay with that. So let's get that running for a little while. We're gonna work on the stoplights. Make sure we haven't got any. Take away that one there. And is that all we got? Okay, okay. Let's hope the power will jump. It'll suddenly jump when we got this building moving in. So there we go. We managed to keep a little piece of the character of the original design. This is a little bit, I don't know about this one. I'm not sure about this one. Let's delete that. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so, but I like this building here. I do like that one. Maybe I should leave this blank. Yeah, I think I might leave that blank. Do a little piece of detailing here. Maybe put a path in here. Do that. Get away with that. There you go. That works out pretty well, doesn't it? A little bit of sprucing it up. That's all you need for these kind of places. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. So, yeah, let's carry on. Let's see what's moved in here. Yeah, these are okay. I'm okay with that. So, at least we managed to keep some of the character of this place, which is important to me, I think. I am toying with the idea of putting maybe a couple of houses up here. Got a couple of stores here, so that's okay. So, yeah, there we go. So, I am happy with that. So, we got this main street going in here, and it's getting used. Boy, is it getting used. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So we got this more direct route going in here for now, and it's going to wind around here and go through there. And like I said in the photo, this is super busy. There we go. So maybe I'll change that around, but I think it's time to draw attention to this little area here. Now this is going to be a huge upheaval, ripping all this apart, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. So I'm thinking, first things first, let's empty this cemetery. Okay, are they full up? They are full up, I think. Okay, so yeah, let's start emptying these out. And we can encourage that by putting in some extra crematoriums right here. 1, 2, don't want to destroy the path, put one here. And maybe sneak one in there. Can I sneak one there? Nope. Can I sneak one there? I can. There we go. Absolutely fill up the place with crematoriums, and this should empty in no time. Whoa, there we go. I can't believe that. That's pretty cool. It was kind of fun watching them buzzing around like little worker bees. Never actually called a hearse a worker bee before, but there you go. So yeah, two fascinating things I discovered from watching that is how important and kind of useful these paving networks are, because they are really getting used by the pedestrians. And the other thing I just found out is this has got dynamic animation. After all the years of playing this game, which is 2 years, I never knew that. Although this one looks almost the same, but this has got, how many people you got in there? Okay, you're not full up, but yeah, you look the same as that. Interesting, very interesting. But as you can see over here, the more people you got buried, the more headstones you got in tombs. So that's pretty cool. How many you got in there? Oh, so you're full up. So this is what it looks like when it's full up. Okay, absolutely fascinating. I can't believe I never noticed that before. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to delete this road here. Sorry, little buddies. And this road here and this road here. We're going to try and move this. So let's delete all these. Don't need these anymore. There we go. And it's not very good to have a crematorium right behind the school. Like that. That looks kind of odd. So yeah, let's see. Let me check on here first of all. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 squares. Okay. At least we got that established. Let's give you a street with trees. There we go. You got that back. So 8 squares is what I want. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about there. If I can put a road in here, and hopefully we can move you over there. There you go. So you can go off the back of that. Now, because I am changing all this around, this might be temporary. So temporary, I'm not even going to open it up. But we're going to leave it like that for now. It might work, might not. So yeah, I'm pretty cool with that. So yeah, let's start making this into a better interchange. So that's a lot more deleting. So I guess we better start deleting. There we go. I'm happy with that. Let's see. This street looks a little bit odd. Let's change this one over. There we go. Perfect. I think that's all of it done. Yep, that's okay. So we got that. So that's okay. So now what we want to do is find a way of getting the traffic to kind of hook into these kind of roads here. So I'm thinking if we convert this into a main street here, put a temporary road in here just to remind me. Okay, so we can turn that into a major road. So perhaps we have a road that goes over the top of this. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, okay, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go to this road here. Going to bring that up. We like that. It's going to go to there. I think that's okay. See if I can toy with this a little piece. It's just about getting that fitting in there, I think. Touch and go. There you go, just about got it in there. Perfect. So the measurement from there to there is about 1390. Okay. So that's okay. So then let's move these buildings yet again. So you can go there. Hopefully. And you can go next to him. Just there. There we go. We got that working. So yeah, a little bit more destruction. So this major road goes kind of here. If we can get it somehow meeting up to this street here, that would be absolutely perfect. So I'm thinking we turn this into a huge road. So let's do that right now. There we go. Absolutely perfect. So what I'm going to do now is something kind of unusual for Europeans, but this is how we build our streets over here. Okay, as you can see, I'm doing nothing but destroying my town. Okay, so are you ready for it, folks? Because here we go. Let's make this real American. Here we go. If I find the right street, this one here, there we go. Is that on straight? It's not. It is now. So we're going to go right along here, like that. There we go, and then we're going to kind of make this a little bit smoother as it comes into transition and hooking into there. I like the idea of this being a, yeah, I'll tell you what, let me put this road here. Like that, okay, perfect. And then we're going to hook this road into that street there. And then we're going to change this road into a bus lane. There you go. So yeah, I've done a lot of destruction, but it's kind of necessary. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these roads back in, give them temporary connections to this street here. So we'll go for a street with trees. This one here, just until I work out what I want to do with this kind of area here. There we go. It's caused a lot of understandable upheaval, but yeah, I think we're going to recover eventually. Eventually, I'm not too sure, but I think we will. So let's have a little fun while we got the time. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do something interesting with this street here. If I can do it. I'm not too sure if I can get away with it, but I'll try. So let's go for a normal street, I guess. Gonna go freeform. Just like that. And do the same with this one here. There we go. I'm gonna have this going right under here. Like that and like that. There you go. Let's see if we can fit this road back in. I'm not too sure if I can, but we can try. It's this road here, isn't it? There we go. So we got that. So that's pretty cool. Now let's spin you around and see if I can work out what I'm doing. Which obviously I don't know what I'm doing because I accidentally deleted that. Okay, so let's see if we can come up with a little something crazy. So can I fit a road here? I can. Okay, good to know. Can I fit a road here? I can. Okay, but I really want to fit that road kind of here, don't I? Kind of there, yeah. Okay, let's do that for now. This is a lot of I'm in an iron as I try and work something out. There we go. Got there in the end. Got there in the end. Perfect. Now, can I bring this road along here, or would that be too much of an issue? No, that'll be fine. And here, can we do the same? We can. Okay, perfect. But what I want to do now is I'm going to bring this road down to the ground. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually creating one. So what is that? That there is 1,000. So let's go up 1 and then 2,000. So what I'm actually doing is creating a couple of guidelines to help shape how the road is going to go. That's what I'm doing. So let's delete that and that and that and that. There we go. So yeah, let's work something out with these roads. There we go. Delete that little piece there. So yeah, what I want to do now is try and get these roads to kind of match up into kind of here. As you can see, they kind of fit into where that node is. So that's what we're going to try and do right now. I'm going to go up 1. 720. And up one more time. There we go. We're going to do that. Absolutely bizarre creation, but I think it might work. It might work. Now, can I do this on the other side? Not too sure, but we can try. Go up one more. And see if we can get that to loop in there like that. There we go. Bit crazy looking, but it'll work. It'll work. And then all we got to do now is join this up to this street here. Well, let's do that right now. If I can. Do that piece there, delete that little piece there, and then go straight. There we go. That piece there, delete that piece there. Actually, let's delete all of that. Just so I can get that under there like that. And then bring that back in there like that. Kind of works, I guess. There you go. I'm happy with that. That looks okay. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. So there we go. Got an absolutely crazy interchange. Yep, it's certainly interesting, isn't it? Certainly interesting. Okay, let's make it a little bit more crazier and let's put some more connections in there, more streets, that kind of thing. So we got anything here that shouldn't be deleted? No, it's okay. It's all deleting. Apart from this crematorium, which I'm going to move this. Let's push you over here, good buddy. you want to come? Come on. There we go. Let's delete this. There we go. Let's move these all yet again. There we go. Why you're crying? You're going to thank me for it later. Okay, that's cool. And then we're going to put another road in kind of here. Oh, you're in the way yet again. Let me move you yet again. Okay, there we go. Let's put a road along here. Let's go straight. It should be fine. Then we're going to go freeform. Something else is in the way. This street here. Okay. It would have been easier if I deleted the whole lot. I didn't want to though. Didn't want to. I was kind of having a lot of fun doing this. I'm going to bring that in kind of there. I hope I can work that out. That and then kind of like that. There we go. Let's do the same thing here. So there to there is about, I don't know. There we go. We got that. So bit of a strange interchange, but I'm kind of happy. I'm having a lot of fun. And then let's go even more crazier. Let's delete all these. This road here, get rid of all these. Let's not delete that. Let's move you along, little buddy. We're going to put you right there for now. And delete all these. No, we're going to delete this. Okay, let's see. Where are we going to go from here? More deleting. What we're going to do, we're going to bring this road around here. Like this. Like that. I'm going to bring it in right. Like that. There we go. Doesn't it look a little bit overkill and a little bit ridiculous? But there is absolutely a reason why I'm doing this. You'll find out in a few seconds. Okay, there we go. Let's make this freeform. There you go. My interchange is now complete. A lot of destruction. I absolutely destroyed the whole city, but it's a lot of fun, and I kind of like that. It's pretty cool. Gonna be a lot of heavy traffic anyway, but let's see. Do I have any stoplights here? It says pressing the wrong button yet again. Above ground would be great if that's okay. There we go. We got that. We got that. We've broken the subway station, so we better put that back. Anything here? No, this is all fine. This is all fine. That's okay. Got to change the road here because that's kind of ugly. Let's do that right now. You go a little bit ugly, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So there you go. That's my interchange. So what we're going to do now is we're going to convert these roads into highway ramps. There you go. It looks like that. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Let me do a little bit more tweaking while I got the chance. Yeah, let me change this into that same kind of street with a bus on there. On here. There we go. Perfect. Fits in. Absolutely perfect. Let's do one more little kind of addition over here. I can get away with it. If I can get away with it. I think I should be able to get away with it. And go all the way around here like that. And join you up like that. There we go. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Let's delete this again. Let's move these buildings yet again. All little people don't know if they're coming or going. They may not know if they're coming or going, but they're certainly staying. And let's move you here for now. There we go. Let's do another similar road here. Just like that. There we go. And we're going to change that around. There we go. We're going to delete all these. There you go. So we got that. Absolutely ridiculous, silly looking interchange, isn't it? Actually, it was kind of a sweet move to put the cemetery here because it didn't really interfere with that. So that's okay. So we can sort out these streets later on. But let's put a road in here while we can. Just because we can. There we go. Just to give them a little bit of connectivity. And let me sort out that subway station, which is somewhere over here. Not too sure where it is, but I know it's here somewhere. So yeah, happy accidents and all that. Put that there, like that. Why are you crying for? Okay, if you don't like that, tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to go above ground. Going to give them a little cut-off street like this. Leave that piece there. We're going to move it again. Put it just there. Now you're happy, okay. Then what we can do is we can put a couple of stores here. There you go. And they got crosswalks here and kind of here, which is kind of easier for the pedestrians and not going to get in a lot of people's ways. So let's put a path in here. This one's fine. Do I need to put a path in here? No, I think we'll be okay. So we got that. So yeah, let's connect that up. So yeah, this originally was going into here, so it's now got to go on the ground, please. This is such a tricky game. So it's now got to kind of flip its way around kind of here. There we go, that'll be working for now, so I'm okay with that. So we can tidy up the subway stations later on. That's going to be another part of my kind of traffic fix, but I'm okay with that. So yeah, there we go. Pretty cool. Anything else that needs moving? Let's tie in some of these streets, just so I can build kind of houses back on there. That's turned on, that's okay. Anything else that needs moving around here? I think we're okay. So yeah, let's all watch all these buildings go in, see what happens. It's going to be kind of interesting. Right, okay, there you go. It's starting to fill in pretty well. As you can see, a lot of these streets are absolutely ridiculously busy. It'll settle down over time. But then again, I have not actually sorted out this kind of little area here. I'm probably going to be coming up with an idea to kind of set this to somehow tie into here. Take away some of these connections, maybe. We see how it goes. But yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't think it's that ridiculous. I mean, who would come up with an idea like this? Well, I'll let you into a secret. This is actually based on a interchange on the 205 in Portland, Washington. There we go. So yeah, there you go. So it's not that ridiculous. It's actually a vanilla version of the real life one. So there we go. I think we're pretty well done on that one. Okay, folks, I'm going to cut this one short as I'm off to see my wife. So yeah, so let's see what we got done today. So today we created this this interchange. It's based on the one that goes over the 205, Portland, Washington, just outside Seattle. So you can Google map that if you want. It's a little bit like that. It's about 92% like that, even though I'm attempting to do it with vanilla style. Can I go into this view? It might look a little better. There we go. Looks like that, so it's pretty cool. It's running really well. The traffic's pretty cool. There you go. There's no stoplights anywhere. This is more of a rounded shape in the real one, the original one. But yeah, that's as best as I can do. Yo, it looks like that. Pretty cool. The traffic is absolutely beautiful. And moving on over here, you can see we carried on this major road and connected it into the interchange. So it's pretty cool. Done a lot of tweaking and connecting the streets to this major road here. It's a little bit busy, but I've got some other plans in mind to kind of solve these issues. So that looks like that. It's pretty cool, and it goes off into the interchange right down yonder. There we go. And then over here, I kind of did a lot of moving buildings around and tidying it up a little. For later on, I guess, what we're going to do, we're going to definitely kind of connect this road somehow into here. But in the meantime, we're just going to leave it like that. And as you can see, all these buildings have now gone back in. There you go. I think all this is going to be temporary anyway. All this little area here. This is fine. All this is fine. It's just this area here. I've not decided what to do with it, but it looks pretty cool. And the last thing, or should I say the first thing we did, is we completed my new forestry area. There you go. So it looks like that. Pretty cool, isn't it? So here's a case of moving it from one location to the other location. Actually, I just rebuilt it. I couldn't move it. But as you can see, it's got a few little tweaks here and there. Let me come into this view here. And this view here. There we go. So yeah, originally I only had these two sheds here, I think. And then the rest were kind of trees. But I've kind of changed it up. And now I've got a whole bunch of buildings. I got this kind of new looking one. It's kind of interesting. I like that one. Then extra sheds, which I don't really need to make historical because they kind of remain historical. There you go. We got this fire depot here to help connect the power. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it's working really well. Definitely got to get some more people moving in to sort this problem out. But yeah, there you go. It looks like that. What else did we do? We also connected the forestry department to this huge traffic circle over here. As you can see with this kind of perfectly on cue. There we go with this train tracker going over the road, which looks like that. There we go. Okay, there you go, everybody. So yeah, like I said, I'm cutting this one short because I'm off to meet my wife, and shock horror, meeting my wife is more important than playing a game. So there you go. You got to get your priorities right. There you go. So in the meantime, everybody, sincerely look after each other. Take good care of your wives, and they'll take good care of you. Have a really nice day, and I will see y'all